Yes, we died. The world is gone. It's done. It was the magma cube. We'll explain the death, but yeah, magma cube. Spawned in the portal, went to the overworld, and I didn't take proper precautions. I messed up. It's annoying. It's sad. And we'll talk about it. And it happened away from any means of getting a record, so I have no evidence of it happening. So I'm going to have to explain what happened. Really annoying. I was very angry, but I'm over it now. I'm more sad that it didn't happen on stream and it happened over the weekend. But let's do a tour of what we actually did here. We almost got our starter base finished. This is all we really got done other than a few farms. But we'll go over the things that we have done at the Guardian farm here, because we wanted to make builds with Prismarine. I've never really built with Prismarine, so we made a Guardian farm. One of the first things we made, and then we learned a bit of redstone as well to use the auto crafters. So we got that set up and got our Prismarine. And then we have your standard mob farm over here, where we also put the portal, which will go to the Nether now. But yeah, standard mob farm to get the mob drops at the start. Now this is important. This is relevant to what happened, because I finally mapped out the roof and labeled all my portals, all nice and neat. I was starting to get a bit lost on where to go, so I was starting to map this out. And this is very important, because this contributed to what happened. But yeah, mapping it out, labeling all the portals. And then, yeah, we did that. So I'm flying around. And then we went over here, because I was going to start to do some big dig quarries, so I wanted to get more beacons. So we flew over to the skull farm over here. And we're currently going for a basalt delta, which is also important. So here we have our skull farm for the withers. It's one of those that takes the withers to the overworld and brings them up to the nether roof for us. So we can go down here and have a little look at our farm here. It's a bit untidy, it's a bit scruffy, but it works. We've got this here. They go in the portal and go take it up to the roof. So it works pretty well. And we was getting our skulls. And we wanted to go to the end to then go and kill withers to get our beacons. So we're flying back and we're going to the end. And our iron portal is right over here. So all this has contributed because it made a magma cube spawn, as you saw from the intro. Basalt Delta. I thought I was so safe. I knew this could happen. I made my portals all nice. Stand out very nicely. But yeah, this is air block still. Things can spawn in the portal. It's very annoying that they do that. They just put a chest piece on in case there's another one in here. No, there is not. There's just this guy. This guy. So yeah, I didn't put my chest piece on. I just had my wings on. I was even thinking about starting to do that and trying to take better precaution because I know this could happen. I knew this could happen. So I got pinned. They got quite a few hits on me. They got me pinned back. They got me down quite low. I'm so surprised how low I got taken down. Like 2 hearts, 1.5 hearts. And I tried to scroll over to my chest piece. You can probably see the death screenshot I put at the start of the video. My hotbar was highlighted over this square where my chest piece was. I've been complaining about my mouse because I think I must have misclicked or the click failed because I scrolled over trying to put my chest piece on, then run away. And it all happened so fast. Because then when I tried to run away, I must have double pressed spacebar. And with my wings still on, activated Elytra, and I just glided helplessly towards the slime. After I knocked it back. So I was low on health. I was like one more hit. And it was very sad. Very annoying. A bullshit death. Because honestly, I don't think mobs should spawn in the portals. I don't understand why they do. I wouldn't expect them to spawn in here. But they do. I knew this could happen. I didn't take proper precautions. I messed up. And we died. And then everything that could go wrong went wrong. And nothing really... Everything just conspired for me to die in this moment. And we lost the world. So it's sad. So look at the chest piece. The chest piece, you don't take any damage. But it's my fault. It was my fault in the end. So yeah, make sure you're protected. Get your chest piece on. Properly spawn-proof around your portals. Especially in Basalt Doubters. Let's look at other farms. Gold farm here, of course. As you'd expect, a gold farm. Big ring. You go to the middle. And then we have the gold that just collects down here. Autocraft them to gold blocks. And then, of course, down here we've got the bartering system as well. And then we have the Froglight farm to get our Froglights. And then we also made the gas farm to get the gas tiers, because we did unlock all of the end gates, and I was in the process of taking down the obsidian pillars to do a project in there, but I guess that's not happening anymore. So sad. I just finished this as well. This is fantastic. I managed to redo the cave. I was so happy with this. We've not long got this finished. We did a custom cave down there in our storage room. I was so happy coming in here every time, seeing this down there, but it's gone now. Yeah, we got this down here. The cave. What the hell was that noise? Yeah, we'll come have a close look at that in a moment. But yeah, that was a really good cave we made down there. I'm so sad we lost it. So sad. But yeah, a little starter base here. Essentially all the stuff at the start of the game that we were useful, the farms we made. So put the sheep in here. We've got a sheep farm. I want to have a quick little blast around the world. Just having a quick little look. Quick little look at the things. A few terrariums in these corridors. Got the turtles in there. A beachy scene. Kelp farms in those ones. Down in this room, we have the prestige room. Because people can prestige. They can show off how many points they've gotten. Just for clout and all that. And then, yeah, they get put in here. Well, this is for the first 10. I wanted to put a room in here. Because it was so perfect how the corridor went down to here. To look out the window into the ocean. So like from the outside we can see it like that. Little ocean window. And I wasn't sure what to put here, so I just put the prestige room for the first 10 people to prestige. We only got up to 8 though. Takes a lot to prestige, but people can show off there. And yeah, they got a star. They get their stars. And we will go round, so let's go outside for a second. So there's another kelp farm here. And then we've got... Yeah, let's go outside. Yes, we have the collection of chests here for the farmable stuff, the crops and all that. One of the first things we made was the Tower of Farms right in the middle. So this is just a tower of all the farms, basically. And they all go to the same pipe and they all get filtered into the same place and go through to that storage room underneath, right in the middle. And we did put a roof on it in the end. It did get a roof. It got a roof. So there's that. It goes into the middle there and collects there. And around here, this was a village we took over. And I was doing a few little builds. I started to decorate this sort of square area. It's a bit plain, but there's a few builds on here. Got the beacons on each corner that I got the maths wrong, so it doesn't quite... There is a few dead zones in the middle that don't quite have the beacon power, but we tried our best. Little library here for librarians that have a few key books. So they go into here. That's where they exist. I don't think I did anything at the top. I just think I decorated it. It looks nice, but yeah, here's the top. Here is the top floor. Let's go at the fire exit. And a few more villagers out here. The farmers in the market stalls that I've been trading with. Trading all the crops away. Nice tree there. This was based on the pale oaks. We made that. Down to the beach. I was ready to kind of get this starter base finished. I was in the process of doing that. One of the last big things to do was the terraforming. So I'd already sort of prepared the terrain. I need to go around and terraform around the outside and just finish a few things. It was almost done. Got this pier going down here. We have a hut at the end with a few fishermen in. And I guess we could fish off the pier, off the end of the pier here. I never did that, but that was my intention. If I wanted to fish, I could do it right there. It would be a nice place. And something else we recently did was the buoys out in the ocean. The buoys, the buoys, with the conduits inside. So we've got these. We've got 4 of them. If we go up here, we've got the 1, 2, 3, and then 1 over there for 4. I had to get another one. I was going to make it around farm to get our Nautilus shells. I needed 1 more for that one, I think, is missing the conduit. Yeah, a couple of buoys. I quite like those. They turned out pretty good. I like them. So yeah, so over here, with the terrain, we was terraforming. We was in the process of about to terraform. I started this area. We made a little place for the llamas. We started to get at the start of the game, where we decided to have the 2 of every kind of the llama traders, trader llamas. 2 of each. So they're in here. We made a nice little place for them to exist. So we'd just done this as we started to work our way to actually doing the outside like perimeter and trying to do the terraforming and fill in some of the space. Because we was, yes, going to go around, because I wanted this place to be separate and kind of a bit artificial and man-made, and then everything on the outside is natural terrain. So it came around and terraformed. I'd have put at the front here a row of trees around the perimeter to kind of square it off. And here's the front entrance. We've got this nice little front entrance here where the tree farms are, and this road going underneath the Dark Oak farm. And these lovely flower banks. So I like the front of this base. It's nice and neat. Turned out pretty good, and it was coming together nicely. But we're not going to get it finished now. We'll end at the tree farms. We'll come out at that side. So back up here. 2 more buildings. So we have the blacksmiths here that we redesigned. The blacksmiths. And that's an iron farm in there as well. So we've got an iron farm in here, in the chimney, and then the iron falls down through the forge. So they'll fall down there, and they will get collected down here with the iron traders. So the iron just goes here. And we shall get our iron. And then we'll go back up. And I wanted another build. Just a build to twin with it. So that's why it's a similar style, but a bit different. But done in the same vein, and it's not really... I don't know what build it's supposed to be, but I wanted to put the other villagers that were useful at the start of the game. I wanted to give them a place. So yeah, we got these guys. So another little build here. And then in the basement, we have the brick traders. I put the brick traders down here. Just a couple. I did intend to make a proper mega base that would have everything that we'd need and have it all connected, but this is just an early starter base that we're trying to get finished. So we are back down here. That just goes down to a deep slate mine. I'm just digging out a big pit, basically, underground, where I was getting all my deep slate from. So now we go down here, the portal to the actual nether proper. This goes back to the bricks. The brick traders is all connected. And then down here we've got more terrariums. So we've got some forestry stuff. There's some wolves in there. There's a wolf. Oh, there's both the wolves. They're on this side. Got some wolves in there. And also as well, we got the bees. So we got more terrariums in the storage room. Where there's bees up there. We have a nice look. We can see the turtles. We can see the bees. Bees. There's only one bee out at the moment. The wolves are up there. Got our early game storage. Behind here is just a few extra farms. We've got the actual proper bee farms. And a moss farm that's broken. That I'm going to need to fix. Go back out. Down here. The tube. We had a trial chamber that I have redesigned. Just to put some extra stuff. We want some extra space, extra rooms. Because we have these, when you clear them out, you have these big wide open rooms that are already prepared for you. So we redesigned them. Turned out pretty good. I was going to put color storage down here. So all the color blocks would go down here. And we've got another furnace thing over there. Yeah, don't mind the zombie. We never got to do anything with them, but there was a full diamond zombie that we found. Some more traders, using them really for glass. Villager breeder down here in case I need any more villagers. Turtles are down here in this empty room. And I still had more of this trial chamber to use if I needed it for anything. So I could have, if I wanted to, we can go back here. There's a full store at the minute, it's all bricked up. But if I wanted to, I could have carried on down here and took all this out. And used more rooms. If we wanted to. We back up the tube. which looks really cool. And we got the cave that we can see. Let's have a good look at this then, yeah? So, let's go down again. So yeah, we made this cave. I had a lot of fun making this. It was a great time. And it turned out amazing. This is already a pretty big cave. When we went down, it's already quite open. If I go behind here, you can see that it's still open, but I did not want to do all of this. So I built up a cave, a custom cave, to block that chamber off and separate it. Just have it around the tube. And we customized it. Did our custom cave. And it looks really cool. I was so happy with how this turned out, and I'm sad we've lost it. Very, very sad. Very sad we've lost it. Here is the tree storage. This is the storage room where the tree farms all collect. So they collect here. And if we go through here, then we can get to the tree farms. And the final thing that we did. So we didn't really go far in the world. We did quite a fair bit, I think. I was doing a very big starter base. And we was almost done with it. But yeah, here's a universal tree farm. That does most of the trees and the mushrooms. And then for the extra trees, we've got the mangrove farm on this side. So this does the mangrove. Because that needs a separate farm. And the same with the dark oak. And now also pale oak. Because basically the same tree, just reskinned. So dark oak, pale oak. And there we go. So that is the world. That's what we got up to. That's what we ended up managing to get done. It's very sad it's ended. But yes, the world's gone. The world is gone.